This is South Boulevard. Doors closing.
God bless him.
God help them. I
God.
don't see the way of
Oh, bless them with
thermal.
maybe like +5 boots of dexterity.
Yeah. Some big like rabbit fur up to the knee. Come get me, I'm ready for you.
Right, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Utility is sexy. Glenview, Illinois, my parents' house, and it's, as usual, feeling kind of empty. Never really had a lot of fun memories here. This is more of a, I see my parents' house as a barracks. I could never see myself living in the suburbs of anywhere again. Like this suburb. Even as nice as it is, comfort isn't happiness. That's what I've learned.
So,
you want me to get the bottom part and you just sort of lower this on the watch?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just find this. This will go in the out. We'll see.
That sounds kind of death obsessed there.
You know, if we butt this up against there, we'll close off that space.
Well, you know, if the
Very
crush it,
useful.
it'll be all the better for Brian to.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So just do something like this. Rotate the horses to 2 carefully. You're not here. We're going to cough in it now. You can grab that side. There we go. Lift it off the base so it's not loading it. That's good. The patient was a contagious disease nurse from Athens Hospital, and she had an abscessed tooth. In those days, I treated everything. I did root canal therapy and the whole shot. So I know there's a tremendous amount of pressure being created, you know, so I vented the tooth by drilling a hole into the nerve of it, and then the gases came out, and it was like enough to drop the dead.
It's like, what about if I mention that? It's like, don't mention that. That's like a sleeping bear. You don't want to wake up. I gotta stop this camera from shaking.
I mean, that's one thing that I really believe wholeheartedly is everybody's fucked up. I mean, there just isn't any people or whatever that don't think they're better than everybody else.
Opinions, sports, whatever you want to write about, you get published, you can use it on your resume in the future. The radio station, you can learn to be on air, operate all the controls and stuff. So if you want to give us some info, say 1 or 2.
Well, I just started this radio, but what I was doing last week, I was hey, how's it going, man? And then I was just for me, I'd be like, I
That's why I was like, what happened?
Like any place, actually.
Yeah. Especially this area.
That's a hell of a neighborhood garden.
I know. It's definitely the most impressive garden I've seen in the city. And I always see there's like an older gentleman who tends it, and he's always out here gardening. Has all of this. It's so cool. So many plants, like someone's garden. So, more positive side of the city. Over there. I've always wanted to like find a musician and another and play music and dance and just like use this area. It's so cute.
You know, when I lived in Milwaukee, well, here like in Chicago, when I go commute, I have my headphones in, like the person next to me has their headphones in. Everyone's in their own world on the train, and then when we get out, we're still in our own world till we get to our, place of work. And it's ironic living in a city where there's tons and tons of people, but we're all isolated in some ways. We don't really talk to strangers like in Milwaukee, like it's a smaller city. Something I noticed was like people will say thank you to the bus driver when they got off. Like something small like that doesn't happen. At least I haven't noticed it when I moved back here to Chicago. No one even does that, and it just shows like living in a bigger city is, I don't know, it's just different. It's more isolating, it seems, than a smaller city or smaller town. Yeah, so I've been just trying to branch out because growing up in white suburbia, I've only listened to like white people's music. Like all the bands have been just white. So in coming to accept and be proud of who I am as an Asian American, like I want to try and branch out to other cultures, like other people's music. And so I've been listening to like I haven't listened to black artists that much, so like recently like getting into a lot of like, I don't know, I've been really into Kendrick Lamar recently, and The Roots, and Fela Kuti, who's the Afrobeat musician, and even like Japanese music. Like I like the band Boris. I like this band Nisenen Mondai, which is like a Japanese math rock band. So yeah, I don't know, it's been kind of refreshing to like oh, there's other types of music out there. There's not just this one standard.
Please.